I'm looking at this dude and I'm scratching my head. I'm like, wait, when did the standard for men become having to get a BBL? Wait, why is a man more snatched than me? Like, that's not fair. This man has body, oddy, oddy. This video topic is actually really interesting because for the first time, we're actually talking about beauty standards when it comes to men. And when it does come to these beauty standards, I think it's safe to say that, in my opinion, obviously women have it a lot more harder than men. It just is what it is. Like the fact that I've been able to make consistent videos about the beauty standards that we as women like have to face, and the fact that I've been posting videos about this for years now and I'm still not out of content, it should tell you that, yeah, women have to go through a lot. As a woman, especially when it comes to social media, everything from how your eyebrows are shaped to the length of your toes is under a microscope for the world to see, judge, and deem that your body is just not beautiful. People will literally judge you on how far your eyes are like spaced apart. I remember whenever the Little Mermaid live action movie was coming out and the cast was released, everyone was making fun of how spaced out Halle Bailey's eyes were. Every trailer in the comment section, all people were talking about was the spacing between Halle's eyes, which by the way is disgusting and so sad. Like her spacing is literally fine. There's nothing wrong with how she looks. I mean, people are just being extra. But this just goes to show how critical people are for every single little thing that you wouldn't even like think of. Like who the hell is paying attention to how far someone's eyes are spaced apart? Like what is this? That is so stupid. Women can't look any way without there being some type of hate put on them. God forbid we have natural God-given bodies. The audacity, right? Now, when it comes to men, I mean, of course they have beauty standards that they have to follow in order for them to be deemed as attractive, hot, sexy, the sharp jawline, the broad shoulders, just being like shredded in general, having to be tall, like the list goes on. But recently I saw a picture of James Charles and he had a BBL, which is a Brazilian butt lift. If you guys didn't know, in a Brazilian butt lift, it's basically like a fat transfer. So they lipo your stomach, certain other parts of your bodies to like cinch your waist and stuff like that, and then inject it into your bottom, different regions of you, just to give you that hourglass figure. And I'm looking at this dude and I'm scratching my head and I'm like, wait, when did the standard for men become having to get a BBL? And if you don't know who James Charles is, he's just another celebrity influencer. He does makeup videos, he's on social media. He's just another run-of-the-mill influencer, basically. And at first, he started off getting a lot of filler, just like all the other influencers and celebrities. And can I add that it just didn't look good, in my opinion. Like, he looked fine without filler, but eventually he did get them dissolved.
Come with me to get my lip filler dissolved. I've had the same filler in my face for 7 years now. I've never gotten mine dissolved. So over the last 7 years, I've always just added more and more and more filler over top of the old stuff when it's like disappearing. That can lead to migration, which is when the filler starts to move out of where it was placed, in this case in my lips, to above it. If I show you guys my side profile, yes, I fucking know, okay, it's giving quack quack. I look like a fucking duck. So we're gonna fix that by dissolving it.
It doesn't look like you bruised. It looks like you're doing excellent, okay?
You know, and after he got them dissolved, I forgot how good he looked without filler. He looked very handsome. He looked very natural and beautiful. Like, he looked good. There's just nothing more gorgeous than natural beauty.
I got my lip filler dissolved for the first time ever this past week, and just looking in the mirror has been really weird for me because it's been 7 years since I've seen myself with lips that are this size. I've been posting, you know, updates and photos and stuff, and I can't believe the amount of DMs that I've been getting of people saying that they actually look really good and I should keep them this size. And at first I was like, literally, ew, y'all are crazy. But as time has gone by, like, why are they kind of growing on me?
But then one day when I was scrolling on social media, I came across either like a picture or a video of him. And I was like, wait, why does he have a woman's body? And I was just so confused. Like, this dude has more of a snatched waist than I do. Come to find out, he got a BBL.
Is there a vein removal surgery?
You can get electrosurgery, which uses high-frequency electrical currents to cut or destroy the blood cells.
So removing a vein.
It's high potential risk.
Girl, there's like 14% death rate per BBL. I've gotten 2. 28%? I'm fine.
We really have men out here getting BBLs now? Wait, why is a man more snatched than me? Like, that's not fair. This is so sad. Like, this man has body. Wait, does this mean that the beauty standards that have been pushed on women gotten so out of hand, it's gotten to the point now where it's being pushed on men? Is that where we are in the world right now? If so, I don't even know what to think about that. Like, just imagine your boyfriend or your coworker that's a man just walking around with the Brazilian butt lift, which is like, okay, but it's just shocking because normally like you don't see that. That's why it's so like surprising to me, because you normally don't see men having that, you know? Like, are the new standards for men an hourglass figure with a tiny waist and like a big butt and perky like what pecs? And you know, James Charles has been flaunting his BBL all over social media for years now. On his Instagram, it just consists of him showing you his backside and all the curves he has. And honestly, I don't have as much as a problem with it because he was honest about it and he came clean and just said he got one. And if you've been watching my videos for like a while now, you know my biggest pet peeve is when celebrities get work done and then it's obvious and then they just lie about it and say, no, I was born like this. Like, I didn't get my boobs done. I didn't get my buccal fat removed. I didn't get this done, when it's like, dude, like we see before and after pictures. So the fact that he came clean and was just, you know what, I got a BBL, I respect him for that. Like, I remember when Bella Hadid got her nose done at like 14 and she just consistently lied about it until years and years later she came forward. Now, there is another man on social media that took a BBL to a whole different level. I thought James Charles was a lot, but James has nothing on Ariel Tejada. So Ariel is Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, or was, or still is, I'm not sure. Kylie talked about how she found Ariel on social media and was really impressed by his makeup skills, and he flew out to LA to meet Kylie, and they've been inseparable ever since. And being Kylie Jenner's makeup artist has opened up Ariel's career and allowed him to really just prosper in that endeavor. He owns his own makeup now, and he's just very successful to this day. But he too has received a BBL. Now, Ariel's BBL is honestly so much more extreme than I've seen other women's BBLs. Like, the curves this man has received is insane. And he went online basically flaunting it and saying things that like, since I got a custom body, I had to get a custom outfit made or something like that. Like, he was just going off. And tell me why he has more of like a feminine and curvy body than some women I know, including myself. I mean, dang, okay, Ariel. But honestly, there's a part of me that like, when I see his body, I feel kind of sad. It's kind of sad to me that a man gave into the strict social constructs of what bodies are, you know, supposed to look like, and took it upon himself to change his body and fit the standards of what a woman should look like. Since obviously I am a woman, I know what it feels like to have specific like strict standards you have to meet in order to be considered feminine and sexy. And the fact that he felt like he would look better if he had fit the standards of what a woman is supposed to look like it kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I mean, I'm sure that he looked totally fine and handsome and beautiful the way his natural body was. And I mean, of course, again, I am happy that he did come clean and admit that, like, yeah, I've got a BBL, because honestly that would be kind of impossible to lie about, because it's one thing for a woman to lie about a BBL even though it's extremely obvious, but for a man to lie about like, hey, like, no, I was just born with my hourglass figure, that's kind of impossible, because genetically men are not designed like that. I'm glad he did come clean, because if he didn't, I don't know what that would have been like. But this whole situation of men changing their bodies in order to fit the women's beauty standards is kind of just hard to wrap my head around, and it isn't something that I ever thought I would be thinking about, honestly. And I didn't know that like men are like consistently and regularly like getting BBLs to this day. I didn't know that, because I looked it up and it's an actual procedure that males are getting done. But you know, with these procedures, generally instead of getting a more stereotypical feminine appearance, they get a more masculine one. Like, there are men that get BBLs that look more like a woman's body, but there are also men that get BBLs that make them in their opinion look more masculine, I guess. I mean, it's just a very strange world that we live happen, and it's just getting crazier and crazier. I really thought that I knew about all the surgeries, and I knew about all the procedures that men and women are getting, but the world consistently seems to like shock me every single time I go on the internet. I always find something new, and it's crazy. Next thing you know, it's gonna be the standard for men to receive breast implants, and if you don't have one, you're seen as ugly or an outcast. Also, fun fact, did you know that Dwayne Johnson got a breast reduction? I did not know that. I didn't know that men could get breast reductions. That's how, I guess, like, but that's just a fun fact. Dwayne Johnson got a breast reduction. So yeah, fun fact of the day. I don't even know this world is insane. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Like, comment your opinions down below of today's topic. Check out other videos I have on my channel, and I upload every single week, and I will be back next week for you guys. Bye bye.